Hi kids, today on Cooking with Captain John, we are going to make some homemade hash browns, the way I make them. And yeah, we're going to be using a real potato too, so stay tuned. We'll be right back. Alright, we're back. I don't know how many of you have ever seen these. This is old. This was my parents'. It's a hand grinder that shreds potatoes and shreds a lot of stuff, carrots, whatever. But these things are great. Things are so much better than the new electrical fancy shredders they have. And this thing cleans up so easy. This pops off. This pops off. You wash them. You're all done. Throw it back in the cupboard. So, I'm going to grind up just a couple potatoes for me and my wife. This thing's giving me a little bit of fits. There we go. Usually it usually grinds them really fast. I got to be careful here so I don't get my fingers in there. I don't have the right attachment. But see, them look pretty nice. That's all there is to that. Boy, that didn't take very long. You could also use a box shredder if you don't have one of these or something, but a box shredder will work. It just takes a lot more work and a lot longer time. So anyway, that's it for that. Well, next we're going to put it in some boiling water, so we'll be right back. Okay, right now we're just going to get some water boiling here, and after I get these potatoes all rinsed off in cold water, we're just going to dump them in here after the water starts boiling and just kind of blanch them a little bit. Okay. Well, looks like our water's starting to boil. I'm going to go get the hash browns that I had soaking in cold water. Gets most of the starch out of it and keeps them from turning brown. They kind of oxidize when they sit in the air. So I'm going to go get the potatoes. We're just going to dump them right in there. I'm going to let this sit in here for about maybe one more minute, and then I'm going to just shut the fire off and just let them sit for about 10-15 minutes. That'll get them partially cooked. I don't want them all the way cooked, they get mushy. But if they're partially cooked, when you go to put them on the grill, or whatever you're going to cook them in, the skillet or pan or whatever, they don't take as long, and the potato doesn't have to cook all the way through because it's already partially cooked. So potatoes are done. They've been sitting for about 15 minutes. We'll be back in a second. And I'm just going to rinse them off. They still got starch and stuff on them, so I'll just dump them in here. And I'm just going to hose them off, cool them down a little bit. Just like that. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to wrap them up in a towel and let them sit for about, I don't know, 20 minutes, half hour, however long, it doesn't matter. At least 10-15 minutes. Sometimes I let them sit 2 hours if I got something else to do. So, okay. Got my towel all laid out. Go get the potatoes. I'm just going to spread them out here on this towel. My wife don't care if I use this towel because I'm the one that does the laundry, so she says that's fine, since I do the laundry and I do most of the cooking. But we're going to let them sit like that. Well, I'm going to roll them up, fold this in half, let them get dry. And I might just do this too. Let them sit there. They won't turn brown or anything. So they've already been partially cooked, so they'll be just fine. I might even let these go for a half hour. I don't know. It all depends. So
I'm going to roll these potatoes. And I'm going to put them in a bowl.
I don't look like as many now. Oh, that's enough for me and my wife. That's for sure. Hold on, I gotta get my jacket. It's getting chilly in here. I keep my house kind of cold. Living in Iowa in the wintertime sucks. All right. I'm gonna put these in the bowl here. Them turned out really nice. I made a mess there. There we go. That's good enough. I'll clean up my mess here. I'm not the tidiest cook. All right. Now, what I'm going to do is I got about half a stick of butter melted. And I'm going to dump it in there like that. Yeah, I love butter. I love butter. Give it a stir. Get it all mixed up in there. Just like that. Get it all coated all around all the potatoes. About like so. And I think I'm going to add a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper. Oops. How about a little garlic powder? I love garlic. And I got some steak seasoning here. Just a little bit of that. Mix it up. Oh yeah, and you know what else I'm going to add? I'm going to add some of these sunflower nuts. I really love these. They got really good flavor. I'm just going to dump a few on there, about like that. Give it a little crunch. It'll be crunchy enough as it is, but I'm going to add these in here, and we're just going to sit here and stir this. People wonder, why do you go all that trouble to make these hash browns? Well, because I can. They've been on here about 10 minutes. They're just about ready to flip. Yeah, maybe not. A couple more minutes. Then I'm going to try to flip these. I wish somebody would invent a pancake flipper besides a spatula, a hash brown flipper, something like that when you got to flip stuff over. because I'm terrible at it, and I'll probably make a mess. So, all right, it's been a couple of minutes. Back in a couple. I'm going to go ahead and flip them. Well, I'm going to use this big spatula here. Oops. I don't know how this is going to work. Oh, not too bad. Let me get these. Skillet must be hotter on this side than on this side. But they don't look too bad. Get them back in the center. Let them go about another 5-6 minutes. Oh, all my nuts are floating around on there. The sunflower nuts. All right, how's that? All right, I'd say they're done. Let's see if I can't get a better picture of this close up. And you know what? I'm going to slap a couple pieces of cheese on there. And there we go. That's how I make my hash browns.